All right, y'all. Hi, everyone. This is Professional High Priestess, and I was told to put out a message from the Galactic family, aka all of our higher selves, all of our ancestors, all of the higher selves of our mate, all of the higher selves of our loved ones, our families, etc., about what is currently going on right now in this spiritual war. So a lot of people are talking about, oh, it's a spiritual war, but they don't know how it's working. A lot of people are, oh, there's changes happening, but they're not really like aware of how those changes are manifesting. Oh, there's a lot going on spiritually, but they're not even hip to that because they're blocked and they have no higher self, right? And that's a lot of the things that we don't talk about. Not everyone has a higher self. Not everyone even has an Akashic record. Not everyone is a part of a specific federation. Not everyone even has ancestors. There's a lot of people who are out here, they're genetically modified, both white and indigenous and black, aka melanated, right? So that's one thing you have to understand. Tonight I'm supposed to put out a message, and a lot of people don't want me to put out this message because this is the end game. It's officially over. And why? What do I mean by this? It's officially over? Meaning that a lot of the games that have been played for so many years, white supremacy, secret societies, spiritual attacks, usurping people's bloodlines, playing with people's DNA, playing with people spiritually, all that is done. And a lot of your karmics are realizing that it is the end game. They have no other outlet, no other game to play, no other where to go but to sit down and accept the final death. Now, we're not in a point of, we're past spiritual jail. Now, a spiritual jail is happening. That's done. Spiritual jail and physical jail, that's done. You've already gotten your verdict. Now that you're in that spiritual jail, you're going to be realizing how you're going to the final death. Now that you're in that physical jail, you're going to realize how you're walking into final death. There is no more redemption. That's done. There is no more forgiveness. There is no more, oh, okay, well, you can clean it up and you can make it over and stuff like that. There's no more of that because so many people have been giving chances after chance after chance and they've destroyed their chance. So the Most High, the ancestors, the higher selves, the oversouls that are closest to God are coming down. They're sending down energies and messages. No, you have to be vicious in your warfare. You have to be very cutthroat in cutting people off. You have to be very much straightforward in setting boundaries, in being an enforcer, and letting people know this is going to happen, and letting people know that's going to happen because the time to play and be willy-nilly is over. And you've noticed that a lot of people are coming back into your life or trying to pull you into fuckery or trying to get close to you because they know that that ship is sinking and they want to jump onto your ship. Because the thing is, ships don't sink from the outside in, they sink from the inside out. So they want to get on your ship that's intact because they dug a whole bunch of holes and blasted a whole bunch of holes and things like that in that ship. Right. And now what's ended up happening is these individuals are like, oh, I destroyed my ship. I destroyed my chance. I destroyed my Cashapp records. I destroyed my opportunity to happiness. I want to play with you. And the Most High is like, actually, no, I'm showing you this person and even letting you see them and play with them for you to see why you're not getting what they're getting in the first place. Because while they're suffering and going to spiritual jail, we're going to be sing, celebrate. And they can't stand that because they gave up everything that they should have had in order to play games, to tamper, to create confusion, to create illusions. And they're like, oh no, I'm still going to get what I want because I've done it for all these years. But the funny thing is, they're even starting to realize, wait, hold on. Even in all the treachery, the conniving behavior, the ratchetry, the lies, the scams, the nonsense, I still have gotten nothing. I'm not happy. Look at that person. They don't even have as much as me. I have more than them. I have more than them physical in the physical realm. I thought I had more spiritually. I thought I had more awareness, more knowledge, more craftiness because they think like being sneaky and conniving and messy and ridiculous and mentally ill where they keep on like doing the same shit and keep on like playing with you is a superpower. It's not. You're mentally ill. You're driven off like you're running off the fumes of being mentally unstable. You're running off the fumes of your nervous system, like basically like burning out quickly because you see these people, they never really last long. That's why they always have to eat other people's energy. You're living off other people's energy. It's not a real power source. You have an authentic power source and they've been trying to tap into it. You have authentic happiness. They're trying to tap into it. You have authentic abundance. They're trying to tap into it. Now they're realizing there's limitations to what they thought was abundance. They're realizing that what I thought was true and what I thought was real was not. Every dog has its day. And for some of you guys, that some people watch my channel, you guys do not know that they have other planets like Alpha Centauri, other universes where other galaxies where people like watch YouTube and there's Whole Foods there and banks and TJ Maxx and shit like that. It's called Alpha Centauri. It's just one of them. There's several. And they've been doing this for years. Right. You'd be like, wait, what the fuck? Yeah, they have like school systems and everything. Where do you think all the white people been going? Right. And like I talked about this before, You guys can do a lot of research on some of these tech websites and science websites and research like Science Daily or whatever they're called. And you can look at all these different, like, oh, we built a spaceship. Oh, we did this. Or, oh, we found life here. They're not really talking about it because they don't want everyone to come with them. Like, no, you stay here and let us oppress you and destroy you here and let us go to space, right? So just know that. So my planet, my channel blasts across a lot of planets. And then also too, the hyperdimensional races, they watch my channel too. They don't even have to go on the computer. They can just pop up like YouTube because they have holographic realities and just like, I want to go to her channel and see that video. They watch movies like Apocalypto or Avatar. Those people are actually real, right? That race of people are fucking real. The Department of Defense, United States, went to go play with them. They pop up the computer or whatever, and they can see themselves in movies. They can see themselves getting put on TV. They can see karmics from their planets coming down here to play like as humans and stuff like that. They can see all of that. So people from all over the place watch my channel. Now, one of the things here is some of these things have been going on for millions of years. These people are dead. Millions of years over there is like 100 here. So it's like, that wasn't that long. But some people have been like in a reign of treachery and they're like, oh, it's never going to end. It is. Because they feel like, oh, I can always usurp God. I can always overpower dark. And that's the war that's being fought right now. It's the last war where individuals are finally going to learn that they can never usurp the Most High, God, or the warriors of the Most High, period. It's corny, but it's true. Sense and chaos and fuckery, you're a part of the Galactic family. You're a warrior for God. If you're involved in lying, you're for drama and chaos and to leaving this earth and to be getting the final death. And that's it. So you are coming to realization that, whoa, while it may have taken me a minute to see my enemies fall off or for me to get justice, I'm still getting justice. Right. Now, let's go ahead and go into the cards. And that's the message that the ancestors in the Galactic family wanted me to send. It's over. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter how hard they try. It doesn't matter what plot or plan or scheme they have. They are going to be removed. Matter of fact, the more they try to get out of that quicksand, they're realizing the deeper that they sink in. And this is some of the works that our ancestors created when the universe was first like formed, when they first came into their awareness of like God and their connection to God, and that if you are connected to the Most High God, then you can be connected to all things. If my enemy chooses to play with me, they will continue to be entrenched in a deep cycle of chaos and misery and madness. So you're starting to realize like, whoa, it looks on the outside like these people are winning because they can do this and do that, right? In the physical, but then you look spiritually like, wow, you're suffering. Or you look deeper like, wow, you're actually like broke, or you're clout chasing, or you're setting up illusions for people to think this and this and that. And they edited all their documents and do not follow any errors. Right. And this is how people are like getting exposed. So you're coming to the realization like, wow, they were never winning the whole time. And I keep on trying to tell you guys this. A lot of your karmics try to put on airs and they lie and shit like that. Make it seem like they're not suffering. They're suffering bad. And we're in a time where right now, the spiritual reality is being made manifest in the physical. So you're going to see their spiritual authority made manifest on their physical body. You're going to see their face like worried, eyes bugging out, stressed out, right? You're going to see your face and other people who are of God, skin bright, happy, looking good, in their eyes, like nothing can touch me. Because that's not something that you can fake with spells, right? With money, with cloning, with technology, with whatever. And now individuals are going to start to come to the realize that there's a certain force and a power that cannot be mimicked and cannot be touched. They're playing with you again. And this time you know how. Messages. Messages, please. Are you whispering to the ancestors? That's a great question. What's happening right now is there is, I have telepathic communication. So with my guides and things like that. So I just send them messages every now and then because I'm a hyperdimensional being that can speak hyperdimensional languages. My ancestors and my guides are right here next to me and I can speak to them. They've shown up. They are around. People have seen them. It's very natural when you live in this reality. I have my higher self. I can see my higher self. She looks like me. You guys have your higher self. You look like your higher self. It's very easy. It's very simple. Some people are like, oh, they're crazy. That's how this fuckery got started in the first place with white supremacy. If they're talking to themselves, that means they're crazy. And I'm talking to my higher self. And you know that because you tried to like wipe my memory so I wouldn't remember them. You see? So we're going to that place where things are going to be normalized. And you got judgment right here. It's over. And you got the temperance with the angel. I told you they're coming down to pour the water of truth. It's over. It is done. right? You got Ampu right here taking people to the Dua and taking people down to the abyss and taking people down to the final judgment. The funny thing is here is some people are in hell physically and on planet Earth or whatever they're living physically as well. Think about this. You want to play games, right? I will take your soul out of your body. I will put you in the Dua. I will make you factually physical. And that's even worse because if you're down there spiritually, like after you pass, you get judged, you're down there in your car. Okay, you don't want to eat. You don't eat as much. Hunger is not as like gnawing as if you're in a physical body because you have to keep up a whole bunch of different physical processes. People are getting put down there physically. So imagine you're here. They separate your soul from your body as judgment because you're already dead. We put you down there. We put a spell on you because they have all kinds of spells in Kemet and different planets that you can like really get fucked up. You will be in a physical body and in both places, and you can feel everything. So as you're crawling and walking through the Dua, which is dark and icky and filled with demons and monsters and the abyss and the land of the dead, which has so many beasts and demons, like you can't even be down there without wanting to commit suicide. You're going to also feel that and see that in your physical body. That's also happening right now. And trust and believe, if you think that it's not happening to your enemies, you're a fucking lie. Some of you guys have seen your enemies recently, and they look so torn and disheveled and scattered, and death is upon them. And you're like, how's this happening? The Most High has unleashed hell upon earth, but it's not the hell that they said in like, when God comes down and you're going to be judged. No, it's the hell of you're still walking around eating, shitting, breathing in like 2 or 3 places, 2 or 3 different hells, because the Dua is not the only hell. And you're in this physical body still. It's that deep. It's that deep. Messages, please, for the collective. Messages, but they're going to keep on going until they're finally in that final resting place. Because these karmics are so crafty, they think that they can usurp all types of places. And one of the things that's currently happening now is even in that Dua, there's different type of people that I got put down there for spell casting and doing this and doing that. And they're trying to find out, how do we shield ourselves from the energy that's down here? A lot of your karmics know where they're going. That's why they're ramping up the rituals that no longer work. I told you guys that death rituals, all that shit, sacrifices is no longer activated on this planet because all the symbols and sigils and systems that are carrying that fuckery and speaking to those demons and giving those demons power so they can go do nonsense elsewhere and then just give you a little bit, those are all fucking broken. You have no idea what's been going on spiritually. All the federations got together, all the different demons. Oh, you're talking about the devil, Adonai, and his wife Inanna? That's easy, done. You're talking about Satan, aka Saturn? That's done. You're talking about all the word witches, aka the Geminians, aka the low vibrational Geminians, because the real Geminians have come out of being trapped. That's done. You're talking about all these shaitan, whatever the fuck, that's done. You're talking about the original jinn, that's done. You're talking about the original demon that created the original demon, that's done. It's all over. So all these people are doing rituals and sacrifices and stuff like that because they know what's coming. Gemma, and they feel something coming. They know something is coming. So they're trying to protect themselves and shield themselves and hide what the fuck that they're doing because they know that the Most High is about to step in and scatter everything. And it was 13:13 on the clock. As I said, that death on top of death. It's over. What messages do you have, please? It's over. Some of you guys are like, man, when is it going to stop? When is it going to be over? I'm tired. I want justice. I want peace. I've been dealing with this for so long. It's over already. You got the 5 of Cups, deep regret. Some of them are like, I'm not even regret because they're on drugs. Or they're getting just a little bit and they think, oh, okay, well, I'm still getting a little bit of money. I'm still getting a little bit of dick. I'm still getting bitches. I got new J's. I'm still at my job. They don't understand that you're actually still suffering because you're still not seeing like the lesson and why you don't have what you think you should have at the end of the day because they know that they're lacking. And they know they're not fulfilled. And then that's when you come around and they're reminded like, oh, I don't have that and that, so let me play with this person. It doesn't work like that. And they're starting to figure that out. Like, wow, I played all these games with this person. I did this, I did that, and I didn't get anything. And how is it that they're getting everything? Because we're in that season right now too. It's total, complete annihilation. Let's go into these situations. What messages do you have? Quick channeled message. It's over it. It's done. As above, so below. There's also a lot of work that these karmics in space and in different planets that are still indigenous, some of the things that they've done is your spiritual reality will not be made manifest in your physical reality. Some of you guys have already fought warfares over there. You guys are very abundant spiritually, but it's not coming into the physical reality because of spells and trauma and black magic and things that they bind it to your nervous system and your akasha and your DNA, right? And that's a lot of the work that I'm doing with people right now so that your spiritual like life can be made manifest in your physical life because there's blockages and shit like that. Now what's happening is That's rehearsing. Oh, you don't want my physical reality to be made manifest and connect to my spiritual reality? This is what's going to happen to you. Every physical reality that you exist in is going to be connected to your spiritual reality that is defunct and destroyed. Thank you. Please write that spell. Right. And now people are going to start scattering like, wait, hold on. My spiritual reality is not good. I have this body that I'm running, that body that I'm running, that body that I'm running, that body that I'm running. They're all going to be destroyed. And that's what's about to start happening. What messages do you have, please? What messages do you have? They are annihilated. It's over. It is done. Messages do you have? Please, for the collective, Galactic Federation, what messages do you have? It is over. It is done. They have been annihilated. You got the Knight of Wands, right? And the Seven of Swords. I told you, out of here, gone soon. People are rushing. Why are they rushing? Because that Nine of Swords is about to hit. I talked about that Gemini energy. This is that North Node in Gemini because it's just wrapped up. Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, Ten of Swords is over. All that Seven of Swords, lying, plotting, planning, sneaky, deceptive fuckery, it's over. That Seven of Swords is going to reverse. All those swords then fell right on them. Imagine you're running with a bunch of swords, and you're like throwing them in the air because you got to keep them all up like a juggler. And then you like trip, boom, and all those swords hit. It's 144 lives. I say that. The galactic ones, just know that. All the real twins, all the real lovers, just know that it's for you. You're running with those swords, boom. Pow, it hits you here, in your eye, in your chest, in your whatever. And you're like, I shouldn't have been running with all those swords. They're realizing now that the load that they were carrying was too big. So pack light, right? Somebody here's a bag lady. All I got is trauma. All I have is baggage. All I have is wounds. All I have is scars. I got nothing out of this Knight of Wands energy. Being reckless and fast and messy, because that's what the Knight of Wands is. Being violent and traumatizing people and causing chaos and nonsense. That's all that is. They didn't get nothing. A lot of these karmics, I'm telling you right now, they're trying so hard to like, oh, I'm gonna get to her by like being happy. They're not getting to you. Oh, she's gonna see that I'm happy and she's gonna think that everything's okay. That's an illusion. She's gonna see that I'm happy and it's gonna make her mad because how dare I sit here in her face and smile after I cause all that drama? That bitch is crying every fucking night. You got the Nine of Swords right here. You can't deny it. You can't stop crying. Yeah, they can't deny it. You got the Five of Pentacles, boom, and the Nine of Pentacles, single like a motherfucking prango. By the way, there's a lot of high priests that are being targeted because they don't want to be involved in drama and nonsense, and people are getting caught up for fuckery that they started, and they went to go clout chase after them, like, oh, I'm going to do this and do that so I can be affiliated or associated. You did that on your motherfucking own, so don't put my name into that. Right. So just know that. That's also happening right now, too. They're completely destroyed. Some people have no money. They've run the gambit through every click, every video, every Instagram hoe, every job or whatever, and they're blacklisted everywhere. Nine of Pentacles, they're being left isolated, right? So now a lot of people are mad because you didn't chase after the Joneses. You weren't clout chasing. You weren't being messy. You weren't looking for shit, but for peace of mind and to be left the fuck alone. And somebody here is mad as fuck. And there's like chaos and destruction falling on somebody's head. A lot of people are losing their jobs right now because that North Node in Taurus is hitting